there's a moment you start to notice something feels different. Your bird isn't scared. It's not aggressive. It's just a little distant. Still there. Still eating. Still doing everything it should. But the connection, it doesn't feel the same anymore. And the strange part is, this usually doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, in small moments you don't even think about. But your bird does, because for them, bonding isn't built on big things. It's built on patterns. When those patterns change, even slightly, so does trust. The first mistake is inconsistency, not in how much you care, but in how present you are. Some days you're fully there, talking, interacting, paying attention. Other days, you're busy, distracted, on your phone, which is normal. But your bird doesn't understand busy. It understands patterns. And when those patterns keep changing, it creates a kind of quiet uncertainty, not fear, just hesitation. And over time, that hesitation turns into distance, because trust, for a bird, is built on one thing: predictability. The second mistake is forcing interaction, trying to pick your bird up when it's not in the mood, moving closer when it's clearly pulling away, trying to fix the distance by doing more. But connection doesn't work like that. Birds are extremely sensitive to control. In the wild, losing control usually means danger, so even a small moment of being forced into interaction can register as stress. And here's the part most people don't realize. Even if your bird doesn't fight back, it still feels it, and it remembers that feeling. The third mistake is missing the small signals before a bird bites, before it moves away, before it becomes distant. It communicates, very quietly, a slight lean back, a pause, a shift in posture. Things that are easy to ignore if you're not really looking. But those signals matter, because when they're ignored over and over again, your bird starts to learn something. This person doesn't understand me. And once that idea sets in, the bond starts to weaken, not all at once, but little by little. The fourth mistake is emotional mismatch. This one is subtle, but powerful. Your bird is calm, and you come in with high energy. Your bird is alert, and you respond too slowly. Your bird signals something, and the response doesn't match. That creates confusion, because birds rely on the environment to regulate how they feel. And when your energy doesn't match their state, it breaks that sense of alignment, not dramatically, but just enough for the brain to hesitate next time. And the fifth mistake is being absent during the moments that matter most. Not physically absent, but mentally. Moments like when your bird wakes up when something startles it, when it's unsure. These are the moments when your bird is most alert and most aware of you. And if nothing comes back in those moments, no response, no presence, the brain adjusts. It stops expecting you, not because it doesn't like you, but because it learned not to rely on you in those moments. Now here's the important part. None of these mistakes look serious. They're small. They're normal. Everyone does them. But to your bird, they add up, because your bird doesn't measure your care by how much you do. It measures it by how consistent you are, how responsive you are, how well you notice. And the good thing is, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do more. You just need to be a little more aware, a little more present. Notice the small things. Respond just enough. That's it. Because trust isn't built in big moments. It's built in quiet ones that happen every day. And if your bird already feels a little distant, that doesn't mean the bond is gone. It just means the pattern changed, and patterns can always be rebuilt. Slowly, gently, one moment at a time. So I'm curious, what's one small thing your bird does that you didn't understand before, but now you're starting to notice?